Assalamu alaikum. This is Dr. English Clinic speaking. Today, inshallah, we'll focus on the simple past tense, and I will try to introduce some key tips and strategies to understand this tense and use it in your language. What is the simple past tense? Uh, when we say the simple past tense, we are talking about the verb which is in the past form, something that happened in the past. Like when I say he visited London last week, or they played football yesterday. When do we use the simple past tense? The main use for simple past tense, uh, we use it to talk about something, an action that happened, and finished in the past. It's very, very important to focus on this idea, happened and finished in the past, okay? Because if it has any relation to the present, in this case, we will have a new tense. But when we say simple past, happened and finished in the past. Like he watched the movie last night. So last night he watched the movie. It has nothing to do with today. Okay. Uh, the form of the verb in the past, we has two types of verbs. Some verbs are regular verbs in English. We just add the ed to the verb to make it in the past simple or the past participle. It's the same. Some verbs are irregular verbs, okay? The form in the present form and the past and the past participle are different. In the case of the regular verbs like play, we say played, visit, visited, watch, watched, okay? But when we say irregular verbs like verb to be is the past is was, where, go, went, see, saw. Unfortunately, there is no rule for irregular verbs, okay? So you have to memorize them. These verbs, they have three different forms: in the present form, in the past form, and in the past participle form, okay? Now, when it comes to spelling, uh, sometimes we add ed, but if the verb ends with e, like love, hate, we don't add ed, we just add the d, like love, loved, hate, hated, okay? If the verb ends with y, and before the y, we have a consonant, okay? Like here, cry, it ends with y, and before it we have a consonant. Or try, it ends with y, and before it we have a consonant. In this case, we change the y into I, and we add ed, like try, tried, cry, cried. Okay? But in the case of a play, it ends with y. Before it, we have a vowel sound. In this case, no, we just add ed. What about negatives and questions? Now, in questions, the first thing we look at with the simple past, do we have a verb to be, like was or were? If we have them in the sentence, it's very easy. We just put them at the beginning of the word to make questions, invert between the subject and the verb, or we add not to them to make negatives, like he was happy, he wasn't happy, was he happy? Okay. If the verb, or if there is no was or were in the sentence, in this case, and the sentence is in the simple past, in this case, we use did to make questions and negatives. Okay. Like they played football yesterday. Here we don't have was or were, and the verb is in the simple past. So we use did. They didn't play football yesterday. Pay attention here. We use did. The verb goes back to the zero form without adding anything to the verb. Okay. So we say they didn't play. You cannot say they didn't played. It's wrong to use the past after did. To make a question, it's very easy. We put did at the beginning. The same thing, we drop the past from the verb, so it becomes did he play football yesterday? Spelling. We spell the ed in three different types. Sometimes we spell it or we pronounce it as sorry, this is not spelling, this is pronunciation, but there's a mistake here. So it should be pronunciation tips. So we pronounce it as id, sometimes you pronounce it d, and sometimes you pronounce it it. Now, if the verb ends with t or da, we pronounce it as id, like want, wanted, need, needed, okay? If the verb ends with a vowel sound, and we know that the vowels are five, they are more than five, but to make it easy for you, we say they are five. Or a voiced sound, okay? The voiced sounds are these sounds that you see on the screen. In this case, we pronounce it as id, like play, played, call, called, okay? You see here we say wanted, but here we said called, not called, called, okay? Now, if the verb ends with voiceless sounds, and these sounds are voiceless, okay? These sounds that you see here are voiceless. In this case, we pronounce it as it, like helped, looked, asked, okay? I know many students say looked or helped. No, this is wrong. We say helped, looked. Why? Because the verb ends with voiceless sounds, which is one of these sounds. If the verb ends with voiced sounds or a vowel, we say id, like called. If it ends with t or da, id, like wanted or needed, okay? So these are some quick tips and strategies to make you understand the simple past tense. For more information or details, please contact me and I would be more than happy to help you. Thank you very much.